Hi guys, Doger here with a new video, and this video we're going to talk about a gearing guide for Mists of Pandaria Classic PvP. I'm going to talk specifically about PvP, and it's going to be a very important thing because a lot of people are still confused about how to gear up in PvP, which is quite easy, but still people do confuse. Is PvE gear relevant or not? I'm going to discuss that as well, and which items should you prioritize if you are going to gear up for PvP. As you see, there's a lot of people playing right now, even queue times and whatnot, so let's start right away. I'm going to try to make this video 10 minutes or less, but I ramble a lot. Now, PvP gear is very simple. In Season 12, you have Honor gear, you have the Conquest gear, then you have the Elite gear, which is just purely cosmetic. As you can see, it just is a bit different, not that much different, but it is different, like a different color, and it depends on the class that you're playing, most likely. For us Warlocks, for example, it is quite the same, but if you're looking at the mage one is beautiful. The normal one is yellow and the elite one is blue. I don't really see a difference on the Warlock one, except for the feathers, I guess. What else is important as well is that PvP gear is the best gear possible inside of PvP. Now, it's not one-to-one with Honor gear. I think Honor gear is not always going to be the best gear possible until you have Conquest, because it has a lower eye level. Honor gear is, you can buy it here, so I'm going to show you right away. Honor gear, you can buy it here for Alliance. I think Horde is a bit up there, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's around here or something else. And if you're a Horde player, you can just see the icon on your map. It is with the Alliance sign. You cannot, with the Horde sign, you cannot miss it. And here you can buy the gear. Now, it's a bit clipping. I think there is an update going. I frankly don't know if really they change anything towards the gear. They said like there is updated items, so wait till tomorrow if you want to buy stuff. I did already buy stuff, so I already have my weapon, which is 457. So maybe that's the thing that is different. No, it is the same here. Anyways, and we have already bought our trinkets, which is super important. So I would say the thing that is the most important to buy are the weapons. So if you're like a rogue, a warrior, whatnot, like weapons are super important. But also if you're a caster, because spell power and PvP power is really big. It's a big amount. PvP power is like with the offhand and the dagger, it is 4k PvP power or more, a bit more. And then spell power it is around 4.9k, which is a big amount. As you can see in your stats, defense stats, you have PvP resilience, which is 68%, and your PvP power, which is 24.42%. And I'm currently fully geared. Now, I did buy, I'm going to talk about that as well, the auction house gear. Now, I have the contender one. You have also the crafted dreadful one, which is like one-to-one. Basically, you spend gold and you have the same gear as the honor gear. Now, I would recommend to not do that because it is really expensive, like really expensive, and that 8 eye level difference is not going to matter too much before the season actually starts. Like, the season hasn't started, just do BGs, and that little eye level difference is not going to be big. But I'm going to show you once I'm in Stormwind. Now I'm going to show you the gear that you can buy. So basically you can buy your weapons, and it has no requisite. So basically if you have the honor from the pre-season, or if you have grinded right now, you can buy it. And the same for the tier piece. And the tier piece is super important. Like, I have no tier piece, like I have the contender one. The tier piece is really important because you do get like bonuses. Like, for example, the tier 2 the 2 set for Warlock is Twilight Ward, which is now only shadow or holy damage, will become overall now absorbs damage from all magical schools. So that's very important for survivability. And you also have increased PvP power by 500, and then increased PvP power by 1000. So it's 1500, while currently I have 800 from the contender set. So yeah, it's not ideal right now. Your allies can use your demonic gateway again 15 seconds sooner as well. That's okay bonus, really. It's not going to matter too much, right? I can show you right now how it's, I think 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's a 1 minute CD, so it's going to be a 45-second CD. It's going to matter a bit more in arenas, for sure. And you have also your hands that are also very important, because generally you have your hands with a extra thing. Excuse me for the clipping, it clips for everyone. Your hands will give you also a specific bonus, which is for Warlocks, is reduce the cooldown on your demonic circle teleport, and it is 30 seconds, so it will become 25 seconds, and you can even go for the glyph, which is -4 seconds, so it becomes a 21 second, and it can help for different matchups, like melee matchups, or with heights, or for example in BGs for a Temple of Kotmugu, it is way easier to kite if you have the orb, or if you're like kiting a damage that is incoming to you. So I would recommend, if you are going to buy any like honor pieces, are the weapons, the trinkets, the rings, and the neck, because you cannot buy it right now on the auction house. It might change anytime, because it's reputation basically, or the professions. I would buy those, also the cloak, I guess, because it's also quite expensive on the auction house. And then I would go for the hands, and then you would go for the other tier pieces. You can just go step by step, obviously. And for specifically Warlock, I will be making a guide about it, which stats you should go for. I'll try to do it tomorrow. I did a lot of testing right now. On the beta, I didn't do too much testing, because I didn't want to spoil myself. Because I really like most people. Like I had a lot of fun for today with just PGs. It was really good. Like, even though I fought versus a lot of pre-mates, I think just in general the gameplay is very, very fun and very responsive. So I really like that as well. But I'll be talking about that in a further video. What else should you know? Well, the Conquest is really simple. If you didn't play Cataclysm and don't play retail, and you're coming from Classic or SOD or whatever, Conquest is the replacement from Arena Points. Arena Points is a bad system. It only rewards you every Wednesday for 10 matches that you have played. 10 matches, win or loss, it's the same amount. It depends on your rating. It's a richer get rich scheme. So basically, if you have more rating, you get more rewards. So basically, you keep on stomping people that don't have the rating to... Like, if you're equally powered, the gear is going to be better for you. And if you are better, you are literally stomping on them because you have better gear as well. So it's really just a bad system. I hope in TBC they do change. If they do change, I'm going to main TBC as like, wow, I'm going to play TBC Miss Pandaria every single time, and it's going to be magnificent until Classic Plus. And if Classic Plus does it right, it can be my main game for the foreseeable future, but we'll have to see. For now, Miss Pandaria, I'm all in for that. And also Project Epoch, to just like test it out and see if it's going to be good or not. I do think it's going to be good, but we'll have to see. For stability of the servers. So basically we have the Conquest here. And Conquest is like something you will gain every single week. So now it's not active, but you have like a cap. And if you cap it, you cannot gain more. But if you miss a week, it's no problem, because the cap always goes like grows bigger and bigger with the weeks. So it means that 1 week it's 1.5k. You can spend till 1.5k. You cannot like spend it and then grind it back to 1.5k. No, that's not possible. That's like not really happening here. But you have a maximum that you can spend. But if you miss 1 week, the next week is going to be 3k. You can like farm it till 3k. And the same for the guys that have farmed the first week. It's going to be 1.5k. They can farm 1.5 more k more to buy other items. So it's like really intuitive, and I do like that. So it means that your alts are able to gear up quite efficiently as well. But basically, you would go for the items, and you cannot buy the weapons until you have 7.250 Conquest. So I would go only weapon once you have like 3 or 4 items, I think, depending on when the cap is going to be at that point. I would maybe like try to get the points, enough points. So if your weapon is 3.5k in total, I would try to get 3.5k in total for that the week that when you are going to get the amount of required conquest points of the season, basically. But that's my opinion. Some people focus on the off pieces. Some people focus on the tier pieces. I focus on the pieces where I feel like there is the biggest upgrade in stats. So if the stats are different, or if I feel like, okay, that socket is really interesting, or I don't know, I feel like that's the bigger upgrade, I will go for that. Generally speaking, it's always good to go for the off pieces because you can buy more of them instead of like those one big pieces, like for example the head, the legs, and the chest. So that's my take. Now, that's about the gearing for late game, so that's for in 1 week or 2 weeks for Conquest. But let's see what you can do once you're getting level 90 and you have a bit of gold. You don't need too much. I had like 5k gold on me after I have bought the flying in Miss Pandaria. I also bought already the Tome of 4 Winds Flight because I want to level another character. I might level Rogue because I see that there is a lot of potential to have fun with Rogue, although it's not really meta. It's okay. So basically, you can go to Stormwind. So I have to go to Stormwind. That's very annoying. I'm very sorry about that. And I'm already surpassing the 10 minutes below, so as you see, I ramble a lot, but I do give a lot of information, so you can take it as however you want. But basically, you can buy some auction house gear, and some auction house gear that is meant for PvP. PvP power is very important. Resilience comes only for now on the trinkets. I do believe it's going to stay like this, but the bonus is going to grow bigger and bigger every season. So for example, the bonus from the trinket bonus, I don't know if I can show you that. There is no trinkets here. The trinket bonus, I should have shown it once I was on the bridge. Oh my god. But basically, it grows with every season. And the resilience is right now at 68%. I think season 2, season 3, it will end up at 75%, and then 80% season 3, something like that. You might think it's a lot, but basically your PvP power also grows, so it kind of it gives some counter push. So it means that if you have PvP power and you have PvP resilience, you do 68% minus 24%. Well, depending on how it works with like the percentuals, and if it's like multiplicative or like, again, that's something that I haven't done any math about it. But basically this has a balance. Obviously, if you have no PvP gear, if you don't have any trinket, for example this one has no trinket, you will lose 3%. Now 3% doesn't look that big, but it is big. It is definitely big, and you lose a lot of PvP power actually. Like 1.2k PvP power is like 3% as well. So you lose 3% of survivability, but also 3% damage. And imagine if you're going for like double PvE trinket for some reason, you lose a whopping 6% PvP power. So it's really big. Like it's more important than you would think. So I would definitely go for the trinket set. There is no reason to go for PvE trinkets except if there is like something broken that has been seen, but they might even patch it out really, because they are like on it for balancing. So basically what you do is, if you're cloth or if you're like mail, plate, whatever, you go to cloth and you can write just contender, and you will see the gear that is literally auction house gear that is affordable. That is the one that you should buy IMO. Now obviously if you're like, I don't know, a pimp, or you have a lot of money, or like you're the king of World of Warcraft and you're literally like having millions of gold and you don't know what to do with it, you can buy the crafted gear. Now it disconnected me, which is obviously always happening while I'm making a video, and I have a queue. But basically you have the crafted gear. the crafted gear is going to be, you just type crafted. It's going to be literally 1-to-1 with the eye level from the honor and the honor gear basically. So it's going to be 458. It's the same gear, but it's crafted and more expensive. I would not buy it if it's above like, I don't know, 1,000 gold, because it's literally gold wasted. You could farm it in honor, like in BGs, and there is no fire to the lake pretty much, where you have to buy it or else you are behind. You are not behind currently because there is no PvP season and there is nothing to worry about. So I would just buy the contender one. Now it's going to be a long queue. I guess my guess is they're going to reset the servers because of the vendors. I did see the post. I don't know if I can show you. I guess I can show you since it's a bonus. I can show you really quickly. Boom, 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 boom. So basically, they're fixing the PvP honor vendors, but they're also writing like updated items they now sell. So I'm 100% sure that I'm going. I have spent money, like honor points for nothing. I might like have a great loss on eye level. I don't know if they updated that. We'll see. I do feel like the eye level is going to be 458 still, but they might have updated it to 470, which would make sense for PvP. But we'll have to see. And then the crafted gear being 458 makes sense to be lower than the honor gear, but we'll have to see again. I'll let you guys know if that's updated. I'll make a video really quickly, a quick video about it. If it's not updated, then I'll let it rest. Again, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys. You know what? I'm going to show you the crafted gear really quickly and how expensive it is so you can see. I still have 1 minute. Why not? 1 minute, 2 minutes. Doesn't really make any difference. I already like want to say thank you to all the people that are like still on the video after that rambling from me. But if you're typing crafted gear, you see all the crafted gear, and it's like from every single class, right? So what I would do is literally do usable, so you only see the gear that you can wear as a warlock, and you see it's way more expensive. Now it could go lower, and if it goes lower, then it becomes way more worth to buy at least the pieces that might be interesting. For example, the hands is really interesting because it is like with a bonus, why not? But it's not going to be that drastically different. Like I have 450 right now, it's 236 PvP power, while this one, the hands, is 293. So it's not going to be that drastic. And for an example, if I remove my ring, which is 220 PvP power, and I am currently at 24.42%. I remove my ring, it is currently 23.87. So I really lose what, maybe 60%, 0.60% of PvP power. Is that going to make me lose or win a game? And that's why like I wanted to also add, like if you want to weave a few PvE pieces here and there, that's okay. If you have like a big epic piece, you can definitely wear it until you have Conquest. If you have Conquest, that's the best gear that you can have, because the PvE gear is going to be brought down to 470 in rated environment. I think in BGs it's going to be staying, but in rated environment it's going to be lower. So you cannot like win your way into PvE and then go PvP. There is a scale to it. But like if the PvP gear is 458, well, it's still 12 eye levels more with PvE than PvP. So I would still like wear a few pieces. I would not change the trinkets. I would not change the weapons, for example, because that's a big piece. Like it's 2.1k for a one-hander, for example. If I remove it, I do lose like a 5%. So I would not go for that. But if I have like a ring or a neck from PvE or a belt or whatever, that would be okay to have. That was my last 5 cents for PvE. Again, thank you for watching the video. Really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. I will be making a Warlock PvP guide, Destruction Warlock PvP guide tomorrow. I might make a few gameplay videos here and there for Destruction, Demonology Warlock, and Affliction Warlock. I actually like Demonology Warlock for some reason. I do top meters, so again, it's not going to be super good in arenas, but like you have a few comps that you can make it work, and there is that. So for sure, subscribe to the channel, and yes, for the people that are caring about Project Epoch and Classic and TVC, I'm still making videos about that, but it's, again, Miss Pandaria is right now the hottest thing, and also for me it's the most fun thing right now that I can do. Instead of like dreaming about TVC, I prefer to play the right now with Miss Pandaria. Again, thank you for watching, have a good day, bye.